Good. Let's start. Let's connect to our breath. And make it clear that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter really what we feel, because the one who sees doesn't change. The one that is above, the experience doesn't change. So we're starting already the meditation with awareness of infinity, with awareness of the consciousness that sees everything, and not with the involved in what we see. Yes, so if I feel emotional, or if I feel pain, or if I feel any discomfort, I'm observing it, I'm not it. This is what we're starting with. And let's try to clarify for ourselves as much as possible the distance between the space that sees and the object that being seen. And let's focus, instead of on the object, let's focus on the place from which we are seeing. So again, maybe around there is a turmoil, maybe there are emotions, thoughts, it doesn't matter what. But we are in the center of the tornado, if there is a tornado, when the awareness is focused on itself. This is a very magical place to be, because it's completely undisturbed, completely undisturbed. And try to sink into this place as much as possible, to really be there and relax into there and forget about all what's around. Again, it doesn't matter what's around. It's not so easy, especially if you feel agitated, because the mind pulls out, and the mind actually is what looking at the awareness. But that's what we're aiming at. We continue the same, but we're acknowledging that the awareness that is feel like it's in the third eye or inside our brain, it's actually a portal to infinity. So we're focusing, like we're pulling into the awareness, but we're not ending inside the head, inside the brain. It's actually a doorway that beyond that, all there is. Stay strong there, because we didn't start with deep breathing, we didn't start with calming the nervous system, we didn't start with searching and being mindful about the body. This is the usual way of starting. We just jumped straight in to the center of the storm, you can say, to where it's peaceful, actually, always. And by being there, it will affect all the other things to calm down. The nervous system will calm down. So let's stay inside the softness of being. now, when we are more centered, now we can pay attention to the breathing. But always with that place, from that place of pure awareness. That space of pure awareness is infinity, is pure consciousness. So now we are the space. And now, as the space, we're observing things. So let's observe the breath or the breathing process as the space, as the infinite space, which we are. The tendency always of the mind, of the ego, to put into identity, I am me. But actually, that's not true at all. This is the main mistake of our existence. We infinite being. So when we're acknowledging the space which we are and everything is, all what we are aware of is inside us, in the infinite space. If you're not connecting clearly to what I'm saying, if you are, just continue what you're doing. But if you're not really understanding what I say, I'll just word it differently. So what I'm asking is that we will expand from the third eye, expand our consciousness to infinity. That's all. Forget about breathing, forget about anything that you feel. Don't take it so personal and so important. Just expand awareness. That's what it means to be consciousness within itself. And then acknowledge that the space you're open to is you. And then we pay attention to the breathing. It's extremely different if we breathe or aware of the breath as a person or as infinity. Yeah, it's so beautiful to do it as infinity. Because you are the space, you are the infinite space, and actually your breath is the breath of the whole creation. This is magical. Okay, so now when we are much more spacious, we can look at the different parts of our being that might be not comfortable. Let's look at our emotional system, but always as space. Don't collapse into the ego person. Stay space, because that's who we are. And as space, as infinite consciousness, invite your emotional system to be looked at, to be emphasized in the awareness. As if you are a room and you're inviting somebody to come in and just to be observed. That's all. So as infinite space, you're inviting your emotional system to be looked at. And it's very normal that there are emotions in the system. That's what emotion is about. So you might feel something in your chest, or any form of emotion, sadness, anxiety. Can be also what we call positive, like happiness, joy, whatever you feel. But be present as infinity. That's the magic. And because everything is wanting to move from low concentration to high concentration, meaning to disperse into infinity, naturally our emotions will do exactly the same. From tense existence into joy, into love, into emotional well-being. And the only thing we need to do is to stay as the infinite consciousness and invite that transformation. Next, we can focus on our physical form, and again scan and see if there is anything specific that you would like to help in transformation. Just be there, present, but always as space. You're space and you are the body in the same time, but you don't stop being space because you're focusing on the body. And you don't stop being the body because you're focusing on space. You're everything. Inviting the tension in the body, any form of tension in the physical form, to disperse into space, into infinite consciousness. Because we are a doing people, so you might find yourself even do now or doing now, but actually there is nothing to do. You just say, I'm inviting the tension within my physical body to harmonize, synchronize with the infinite space which I am, which all is, and that's it. There you relax and enjoy the magic. And trust and surrender. Then the magic unfolds. It's so beautiful, so simple. And then let's acknowledge our mind. Again, without collapsing into the mind, stay as infinite space and invite your mind, your brain, the tension that thoughts creating, to harmonize with infinity. I'm inviting the mental tension in my head to synchronize with infinite space. It's very, very simple. As much as you surrender and stop being you, the transformation is more magical and much faster. Yeah. So it's all about saying and surrendering completely. And then we're checking energy tension, which is more subtle. It might be some heaviness in a chakra, or it might be a heaviness in the aura. Yes, so you're just scanning the chakras and the aura to see if there's any layer of tension that is oppressive, is not comfortable. And again, invite the energy body to harmonize with infinite space which you are. And the last thing is to dissolve completely. So not I'm inviting and I'm doing and all that. I am space. And I'm dissolving in space as space. So it's complete let go, complete, of who you are, of what you think, of your history, of sensation, of your family, of everything. Complete let go. The drop is ocean. To get more power and to support each other, let's acknowledge the presence, because it's normal that we are not all in the same page, and sometimes we have a hard day. So it's normal that not everybody can relax in the same way, can let go, can dissolve in the same way. It's normal. So let's acknowledge the presence of each other in this meditation, and from our heart with so much love, let's support each other by acknowledging the presence, that each one of us will reach the highest dissolving, so we can shine pure light, because that's who we are. So just visualize that you are supporting each other, that you're breathing, inhaling and exhaling light and love to our brothers and sisters in the spiritual community. And with that beautiful exchange of energy that I feel so strong right now coming from you guys, it's very overwhelming, I must say. From this beautiful energy, we give gratitude. We thank each other for the support. We thank life for the support. And we just breathing with gratitude, being with gratitude. That's also enhancing the experience and the transformation. Just to share that the minute we acknowledge each other's presence, I felt a wave of calmness coming to my system. Very beautiful. So deep gratitude for everybody. And now let's shift the awareness to whole humanity. So we can visualize that we're creating a matrix of light all around planet Earth. And we continue to share the light among all the human race, everybody. and stay infinite. Stay in the light. Like this, the contribution to human consciousness and human experience on the planet is immense. Maybe more than any demonstration. Beautiful. So thank you so much. Remember that we're doing this meditation, connecting through the mind, every morning at 7:30, Wednesday 7:30 live, and Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Local time, also live. And if you are new to this circle, remember that we're teaching in the Infinite Being Academy a lot about energy, a lot about energy coaching, energy reading, and you're welcome to join our courses. Beautiful day for everybody. Adios.